Hello and welcome to day 25 of our Osteoporosis Awareness Challenge. For the rest of our challenge, we're actually going to spend some time talking about nutrition for bone health. Today we'll discuss how dark leafy greens are beneficial for our bones. We'll also be talking about why some greens are not as beneficial as others are. So you've likely heard that dark leafy greens are really healthy, and they are so good for you. You may also have heard that there's a lot of calcium in dark leafy greens, and this is also true. But there's something important that we need to pay attention to when considering greens, and that's the nutrient bioavailability. That refers to how much of a nutrient is actually available in a particular food for our bodies to use once we've absorbed it. Bioavailability for foods varies from one person to another, so the amounts I share are averages for most people. So let's talk about bioavailability. For example, dairy has a 30% bioavailability of the calcium from milk. In contrast, dark leafy greens have a bioavailability of calcium between 40 and 64%, depending on the vegetable. It's important to note that spinach, although it's high in calcium, has a very low bioavailability of that calcium. Spinach has a bioavailability of only about 5%. Other dark leafy greens such as bok choy, cabbage, broccoli, mustard greens, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts have a high bioavailability of calcium. Kale also has good bioavailability of calcium once it's cooked. Let's talk about some of the other nutrients that are in dark leafy greens besides just calcium. Dark leafy greens are also good sources of fiber, folate, vitamin C and K, carotenoids, and iron. Fiber helps to regulate our blood sugar levels and potentially helps to lower our cholesterol. Folate helps to make and repair our DNA, as well as helping to produce new red blood cells. Vitamins K and C are important for building our bones. Vitamin C is part of the lattice structure for our bones, and it needs to be consumed every day. Vitamin K1 helps our bodies form clots and to stop bleeding, while vitamin K2 helps to reduce calcification of our arteries, and it also helps to get calcium into our bones where we need it. Carotenoids help reduce the risk of developing heart disease and macular degeneration, while also acting as an antioxidant in our bodies. Iron helps our bodies form hemoglobin, which is a protein that our bodies need in our red blood cells, and it's used to transport oxygen to different parts of our body. Iron is also used to make some of our hormones. There are many benefits for our bodies when we consume dark leafy greens. At a minimum, we should be consuming 1.5 cups of greens every week. And this brings us to our Osteoporosis Awareness Challenge for the day. Today, I invite you to include one of the dark leafy greens that we discussed today in your meals. And on that note, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.